Welcome to the future of farming robots. Hey everyone, Abdulwase Zaman here, and today we're diving into a topic that's close to all of our hearts. Well, our stomachs at least, food. Specifically, how we're going to continue feeding a growing planet with limited resources. The answer might surprise you: robots. We're talking about high-tech machines that are revolutionizing the way we grow our food. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Robots on a farm? Sounds like something out of Star Wars? But trust me, this is real, and it's happening right now. From planting seeds to harvesting crops, robots are taking over fields worldwide and changing the game for farmers everywhere. Over the next few minutes, we're going to explore 5 different types of robots that are making a real difference in agriculture. We'll see how they work, why they're so much more efficient than traditional methods, and how they're helping to solve some of the biggest challenges facing farmers today. All right, let's kick things off with the robots that are literally laying the groundwork for a more efficient future planting robots. Now you might be thinking, planting's not that hard, right? Just stick a seed in the ground and you're good to go. Well, not quite. You see, getting the spacing just right between seeds is super important for maximizing yield. Plant them too close together, they'll compete for resources and you'll end up with smaller, weaker plants. Too far apart and you're wasting valuable space. That's where these robotic planters come in. These machines are like the master chefs of the farming world, carefully and precisely placing each seed at the perfect depth and distance from its neighbors. Think of them like those automated cake decorating machines that can pipe out perfectly spaced swirls of frosting. Except instead of frosting, they're planting the seeds of, well, pretty much everything we eat. But here's the really cool part. These robots don't just plant seeds, they collect tons of data while they're at it. They can map out the entire field, monitor soil conditions, and even adjust the planting depth and spacing on the fly based on the specific type of crop and soil they're dealing with. It's like having a team of agricultural scientists working around the clock to make sure every single seed has the best possible chance of success. And the best part? These robots are way faster and more efficient than humans could ever be. We're talking about planting thousands of seeds per hour, day or night, rain or shine. They don't need breaks, they don't get tired, and they don't complain about working in the hot sun. So next time you bite into a juicy ear of corn or slice into a ripe tomato, remember the tiny robots that helped make it all possible. They might be small, but they're playing a big role in shaping the future of farming. Okay, we've got our seeds planted. Now let's talk about everyone's least favorite gardening chore, weeding. It's tedious, it's time-consuming, and let's be honest, nobody really enjoys spending hours on their hands and knees pulling up weeds. But what if I told you there's a robot for that? And not just any robot, a robot that can zap weeds with lasers. You heard that right. These weeding robots are like something out of a science fiction movie, armed with high-powered lasers that can identify and eliminate weeds with incredible accuracy. It's like they have X-ray vision, but instead of seeing through walls, they see through the camouflage of those sneaky little weeds hiding among your crops. Here's how it works. These robots use a combination of cameras, sensors, and artificial intelligence to scan the field and distinguish between crops and weeds. They can tell the difference between a blade of grass and a stalk of corn, even when they're just tiny sprouts. Once they've identified a weed, they target it with their laser beam, delivering a quick burst of heat that vaporizes the weed on contact. And the best part? It's completely chemical-free. No more need for harmful herbicides that can pollute the environment and potentially harm beneficial insects. These laser-wielding robots are like the superheroes of sustainable farming, protecting our crops and our planet at the same time. Plus, they're way faster and more efficient than human weeders. No more backbreaking labor or hours spent under the hot sun. These robots can work around the clock, tirelessly patrolling the fields and keeping those pesky weeds at bay. Chapter 3. Harvesting robots. Picking the perfect produce. All right, our crops are planted, they're weeded, and now it's time for the main event, the harvest. This is where things get really exciting because we're talking about robots that can pick fruits and vegetables with the gentleness of a human hand, but at a speed and scale that would make even the most experienced farmer jealous. Imagine this: rows upon rows of ripe strawberries glistening in the sun. Now, imagine a fleet of robots, each one equipped with multiple arms and tiny suction cups, delicately plucking each berry from the vine without so much as a bruise. That's the reality of robotic harvesting today. These robots are equipped with advanced sensors and computer vision that allow them to identify ripe produce, assess its size and quality, and then carefully pick it without damaging the plant or the surrounding fruit. They can even work at night, using infrared cameras to see in the dark and continue harvesting around the clock. And we're not just talking about strawberries here. These robots are being used to harvest everything from apples and oranges to tomatoes and cucumbers. They can even handle delicate crops like grapes and lettuce, which were previously considered too difficult to automate. But the benefits of robotic harvesting go far beyond just speed and efficiency. Because these robots can work around the clock, they can help farmers get their produce to market faster, which means fresher, tastier food for everyone. And because they reduce the need for manual labor, they can help address labor shortages in the agricultural industry. Chapter 4. Autonomous Tractors, the Self-Driving Future of Farming. Hold on to your hats, folks, because things are about to get really futuristic. We're talking about autonomous tractors, the self-driving vehicles that are changing the game for farmers everywhere. Imagine this. You're a farmer, and instead of spending hours upon hours behind the wheel of a tractor, you can kick back, relax, and let the robot do the driving for you. These autonomous tractors are like the Teslas of the farming world, packed with sensors, GPS, and artificial intelligence that allow them to navigate fields, plow land, plant seeds, and even apply fertilizer with incredible precision, all without any human intervention. They're like having a tireless farmhand who can work 24/7, rain or shine, without ever needing a break. But here's the really cool part. These tractors aren't just replacing human drivers, they're actually making farming more efficient and sustainable. Because they can drive in perfectly straight lines and follow pre-programmed routes, they reduce soil compaction, minimize fuel consumption, and use less fertilizer and pesticides. It's like having a robot that's not just doing the work, but doing it better than we ever could. And the best part? This technology is only going to get more advanced in the years to come. We're talking about swarms of autonomous tractors working together in perfect harmony, communicating with each other and adjusting their movements on the fly to optimize efficiency and yield. It's like something out of a science fiction movie, except it's happening in fields all over the world. Chapter 5. Drone Technology Taking Farming to New Heights. All right, we've seen robots that can plant, weed, harvest, and even drive themselves. But what about the skies above our farms? That's where drones come in, those little flying machines that are quickly becoming indispensable tools for modern farmers. Now, you might think of drones as just cool gadgets for taking aerial photos and videos. But in the world of agriculture, there's so much more than that. Think of drones as the eyes in the sky for farmers, providing a bird's-eye view of their crops that was previously impossible to obtain. With high-resolution cameras and multispectral sensors, drones can capture a wealth of information about plant health, soil conditions, and even irrigation needs. Need to scout a large field for signs of pests or disease? No problem. Just send up a drone and get a detailed aerial map in minutes. Want to identify areas where crops are stressed due to lack of water or nutrients? Drones can do that too, using thermal imaging to detect temperature variations that are invisible to the naked eye. But drones aren't just about gathering information, they can also take action. Equipped with precision sprayers, drones can apply fertilizers, pesticides, and even herbicides with incredible accuracy, targeting only the areas where they are needed and minimizing waste and environmental impact. And here's a fun fact: drones are even being used to plant trees. That's right, by dropping biodegradable seed pods from the air, drones can help reforest areas that have been damaged by deforestation or wildfires. It's like giving Mother Nature a helping hand from above. Thanks for joining the robot revolution. So there you have it, folks. A glimpse into the incredible world of robotic farming. From planting and weeding to harvesting and monitoring, these robots are revolutionizing the way we grow our food, making it more efficient, sustainable, and productive than ever before. And the best part is, this is just the beginning. As technology continues to advance, we can expect even more incredible innovations in the field of agricultural robotics. Who knows, maybe one day we'll have robots that can do everything from milking cows to shearing sheep. If you enjoyed learning about the robots that are changing the future of farming, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content like this. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Thanks for watching.